Welcome back to the finale of Heart and Soul. Either way, this ends today. I'm gonna lead Gliscor on Will. Before he had a giraffe rig and I led Mime, which wasn't the best, maybe. Worst case scenario, we can go for a knockoff here, then switch, maybe. I guess the worst case scenario would be if he had Ice Beam lead. Gardevoir. Ooh, that's actually pretty bad. Because knockoff is not super effective. Okay, I have to check the learn set in this game. Because if this has the possibility of Ice Beam, I probably can't risk it. It's probably not worth risking it if this could have Ice Beam, I guess, is the better way to look at that. Gardevoir learns Thunderbolt. Gardevoir doesn't seem to learn Ice Beam. I think I can stay in. Shadow Ball, Psychic. I can learn Ice Punch. I don't think this would have Ice Punch. I don't think they give it to it. Maybe I just click Earthquake. Just go for the kill. It's just a Gardevoir. Setting Reflect. I think this still kills. That looks like a solid, well over 2/3 on the first one. A good 70%-ish. A Jinx. See, this is definitely Ice. With Reflect up, we can't go for the kill. So Ice move, we go to Dial Up on that? I think so. Fat Blizzard coming in. I am not particular. I'm like minus special defense on Slowbro. Slack off? I think we slack. Okay. Misses a Sing. Shadow Ball. Okay, now we gotta try for a Wake Up. I'm cooked! It's cooked! Well, it took it 2 attempts to get a Sing off. That's about what you'd expect. 140 damage in 2, right? I could risk it. Do I feel like I need to? This thing's almost out of blizzards. That might be the other thing to consider here. It doesn't have anything good for me. I can go to Starmie, I think. I go for Surf. Perish Songs me. Surf. Kills. Executor, Perish, count to 1. Mira? Yeah, this wants to go grass, so switching to a dragon on a grass move is great. Sleep Powders. That's surprising. I would have thought it had a kill. This is just Dragon Claw, maybe? Well, we could fly. We can go for Wake Up on... Ancient Power is really annoying here. Ooh, that's really bad. Because we're risking this getting a boost. I think we go Mime now. I don't know. I should have sped up there because I didn't see what that was. Let's go Shadow Ball. Okay, he clicks Ancient Power. We're fine. Shadow Ball him. He's still alive. He soft boils. Shadow Ball him. Okay. Xatu. This could have a physical flying move for us. I could just click T-Bolt. Or Shadow Ball. T-Bolt's better. I can go back to Rigel. And kill it that way. Any chance of ice on this? Giga Drain. Aerial Ace. No chance of ice. I think we just go to Gliscor. Future Sight. Let's land a knockoff. Let's land a knockoff. Confuse Ray. Future Sight. Omelet, maybe? How's the bulk compare? 150? 133? I feel like there's not much point in staying in once I'm already confused. Let's go omelet. Nice. A Grumpig. Okay, so they're definitely going to have Hoenn Pokemon mixed in. Do I switch to clear confusion? This probably has Power Gem. I bet you this learns Power Gem. Yeah, it's in its base moveset. We're a little chewed up here already. It's a little rough. I mean, this could take it. I don't have any healing on this. Leaves me a space to bring Omelet back later. What about Rigel? This learns Thunderbolt. This could be Thunderbolt here. So maybe this is like a Scout. I could switch to somebody just as a chance to check its moveset. If it's an electric move, if it had Thunderbolt, this would be a free switch to Spike. If it has Power Gem, we take a 1x hit. Grumpig's not that good. I think we can check this on Spike. Teeter dances me. Wait, why does it teeter dance? I was already confused. Did I snap out? Ooh, I forgot about the Future Sight. I could have been hosed there. I forgot about the Future Sight. Back to Omelet? And just go for this? Power Gem. Damn it, it does have Power Gem. Just didn't do it on the Switch. I shouldn't have switched to Omelet. I could set a wish. Let's think about that. What happens here? I wish it teeter dances, and then I switch and I'm not getting confused on the Switch. Or I wish and it Power Gems, and then I'm at low HP, but I'm switching anyway. And I'm switching to it being dead. And then Wish triggers on the guy that comes in. I think Wish is the play here. We're not dead to crit. We do outspeed. I thought we did. Togekiss is deceptively fast. Yeah, and it teeter dances. That's perfect. Okay, so now we go to Violent. Power Gem. Then Wish back to full and Shadow Ball. Power Gem, Shadow Ball. Power Gem, Shadow Ball. Beautiful. Okay. Slowbro. I think we're okay. We'll play it safe. Let's make sure we're not going to get fucked. This does not learn... This does learn Shadow Ball, right? Right. Of course. I have my own Slowbro. I know this learns Shadow Ball. I don't think I died to one, though. Okay, it just curses. That's the other reason not to switch, because it might not. If it doesn't have Shadow Ball, it's got something else, and yeah. All right, cool. One down. All right, we're gonna lead Starmie. Tentacruel lead. How do I feel about that? That feels fine. It probably doesn't die. Maybe it does. 3-level differential. It's a good Starmie. Nope, survives and Giga drains me. That's bad. I should take that, right? Oh god, I take that easy. What the fuck? Wait, I take so little. Why do I take so little from that Giga Drain? That feels... Do you know what? Maybe I just don't know how good a good Starmie really is. We are plus special defense. 31 spin to 5p. Max special defense Starmie with min HP though. Well, not quite. Yeah, min HP actually. Well, anyway, I suppose this is also Giga Drain, right? If I took the last one, do I know it? Oh, Bug Buzz. This could be Bug Buzz. Does Blitzcore resist bug? It does, yeah, because it's flying. Of course it does. Duh. Does it quad resist bug? No. This is always Gliscor, I think, though. Actually, do you have better? Well, you're no, because you're a flying or a fairy type. That's obviously bad. Go Spike. Fly. Survives. I can go to Mira. I think we'll go to Mira here. I don't think I don't think it's worth trying to sneak the kill in when I'm confused. There's too much to lose there. Not that I think he has any priority. It also gives me the option to extreme speed. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. I brought Mira on the team because I just kind of wanted to, because it's a shiny Dragonite that's fun. And I wanted to bring something that wasn't just, you know, the same mons we've been using over and over again. Do we think this evades? Why would this come in? Do we think he has an answer for this Dragonite? To the learn sets. Can Muck learn an Ice or Dragon move in this game? It can learn Ice Punch in this game. We can't stay in here. This is probably Spike and Earthquake. No, but if it's Ice, I'm switching from Ice to a thing that dies to Ice. That's really dumb. So this is Slowbro? Oh, it clicks Toxic. Okay. We minimize. That's really annoying. Oh, Slowbro, you're goated, dude. You're a hero. Do I just stay in? That's evil. T-Punch Dragonite. Stocks going up. And now I extreme speed. Nice! Dragonite is paying off. She's paying off. Mira's proven why she's here. This is Spike. Maybe I should have checked the set. Switching between these two is very dangerous. Okay, just stocking. EQ. Amnesia, and he dies because he's a bitch. Nidoking. This can definitely have an ice move in this game. I think this can have an ice move in base game. Icy Wind, Ice Punch, and Ice Beam. I don't have any scout capability on this. We go to Slowbro once to find out if it's got an ice move. Or I go to Omelette, and if it doesn't have an ice move, then I can do something. Omelet will bait poison, though. Let's go Omelet. Omelet can take a poison move, I think. Wow, can it? Okay, it's got Surf. Unexpected. I can outspeed this. I can go Charm? Or do we think this is Sludge Bomb? Do we think Sludge Bomb kills me now? Is this ever Surf again? Fuck. I don't know what to expect from this Nidoking. The moveset is too wide. This is definitely never Moonblast. I could click Yawn if I believe I can tank one. And then I have options, because then it'll sleep. I think Spike takes a Surf from this, personally. We can think about the math. It just clicks Surf. I went from 207 to 168. So that was 40 damage. That was a 1x Surf. So a super effective move, similar base powers, double that. And then you add Stab. Sludge Bomb, I think, and Surf are both 90? Or Sludge Bomb 80? Because Sludge Wave is the thing. I think it's 90 Sludge Bomb. Maybe we should just fucking look. I mean, I guess... I don't think Sludge Wave is a thing in this game, right? Okay, Sludge Bomb. Base 90. Always base 90? I think so. Okay. And Surf is 90. So it's 120. 120, and then on a crit, actually double that. We're dead. We're very dead to crit then. Shit. Okay, the other angle to look at here is this. 150 Spadef. This is 133. So we take, say 60 damage if we switched into a Surf here. I really want to know if this is a physical move coming here. Like, if this is a Sludge Bomb versus a Poison Jab, that matters a lot for Mr. Mime killing this. Spike also might just kill this on an Earthquake. How fucked am I if Spike dies? I mean, I have Mira as a backup flyer now that I didn't have last time. I think we go Spike and we see what happens. Fire blasts me. Okay, I am on the cusp of dodging Surf crit, I think. I'm gonna Earthquake. Maybe we just kill. We don't. And it misses a Lovely Kiss. Sick. Okay. So Lovely Kiss, Fire Blast, Surf on this Nidoking? What a weird set. There's some funky movesets in this game. Which, given that it is kind of a semi-limited Emerald-like a move roster, whatever you want to say, like the availability of moves is based on Emerald, the TMs are Emerald, with just a few extra moves added in to like support Fairy type. They maybe, you know, maybe that's a little bit why they got to get a little funky to kind of plug some gaps there in the movesets. All right, we're going Togekiss for Bruno. Actually, let me look at my movesets one more time. Moonblast, I haven't changed them, which is why I want to double check them. Moonblast is more damage. You will be flying. Okay, everybody should be set up here. Okay, actually... No, hold on. he's almost certainly going to have at least some rock type. So maybe... Yeah, let's go with a water boosting item on Starmie. Because a miracle or a berry is not likely to provide value here. I might as well have damage boost so that I can kill like a big scary, you know, I don't know, on a Steelix or something if I can get Rigilin on it, I guess. Do I want to have Earthquake over Fly on Spike? Fly would be good, obviously, on like a straight fighting type, but if I'm fighting any rock types, EQ's better. What did he have in his team last time? Let's think about this. He definitely is going to have some Hoenn Pokemon too, right? What could he have from Hoenn? Hariyama? Medicham? He had a Heracross. He only had a Steelix last time. Honestly, nah, yeah. This is our designated Steelix counter. Let's do that. Soft Sand, Earthquake for Steelix. Because we'll dodge Earthquakes from the Steelix. I think that's good. If he's got rocks that's non-stab, it's fine. Yeah, then we'll keep the Lumberry on Slowbro rather than give him a boosting item for water. I think I don't want to overcommit to water. Actually, if I'm doing designated counter for Steelix on Gliscor, I should have put the citrus back on Starmie, I think. He leads Steelix. Which means he wants to do a like, rock move here. No, he wants to steal here. He wants to do like a steel tail. Yeah, no, we switch. Yeah. Ooh, evil! Leading the steel type to counter the fairy leads on the fighting trainer. Very smart. I like it. Very good. Very nice. Good game design. Do I have any other good options? No, this is just... I gotta go to Spike. Okay. What is the drop effect on Iron Tail? That's really unlucky. Defense down by 1? That's bad. I'm probably dead to crit now. Can I afford to switch out of this again? I could go to Slowbro. Ooh, this is a hard call. This probably outspeeds Slowbro. I'm taking 2 hits before I can do anything. And then that's one of my Psychic types kind of used up for later trainers. Oh, fucking shit. I don't think I kill this in 1. Because I'm minus attack. Like, it's Soft Sand Earthquake, but it's a Steelix. Um... 60 damage. Did you take, what, 1.5 times on a drop? Is that the way to think about it? I don't know if that's the way to estimate that. Let me think about this. The level difference here is not as favorable as it was the first time through. We're not dead to 1x. So basically, the 60 becomes 90. We're very dead to crit. I'm going to risk it, because he could miss, he might not click it, he might do something else. The last thing we'd want is to like switch and have this like curse or something. Wow, less than half. Please don't kill me. Okay. Now he's going for the kill for sure. This is Slowbro. This has to be Slowbro here. Surf. Okay, at least we get the kill there without him doing anything else. This is a bug move. This is Dragonite. And Fly. Okay. Poliwrath. Also Fly, I think. I could hit Thunder Punch, but I think I need the damage on this. This could be Ice Beam. Oh god, it's Blizzard! Oh, I should have thought about that more. Okay, he's dead, but that was not worth the risk. That was a mistake. I was too tunnel vision on the fighting. And I wasn't thinking about the fact that, yeah, of course that can have Blizzard. That was a huge mistake. That was a Starmie switch. That was always a Starmie switch. Yeah. That is a switch to Starmie. Because it's never going to be like a fighting move. So it's switched to Starmie to scout for the ice move. And then if it has the ice move, we stay in and we have to try to kill it on Rigel. And if it doesn't have the ice move, we could go back to Mira. Rigel probably killed that too. So it's not really like that different of a timeline, I guess. This probably has rocks. I think we take a rock slide though. Do I just fly? What if this has setup? Theoretically speaking, if this had, let's say this is bulk up. If this had bulk up, would I rather Dragon Claw twice versus flying once? I think so. I'm gonna Dragon Claw. That way, if it does... I mean, it was the crit, but I'm still really surprised that the crit is lethal on a Machamp. Honestly, same logic. If it's got bulk up, I don't want it to get a defense boost before I do damage. Or if it has Belly Drum. It would have died to fly, but if I would have missed, I could have died to that. Belly Drum is actually the even bigger reason to attack into these. Yeah. Belly Drum is more of a threat than bulk up. That's why you don't click fly. 100%. Honestly, should you just carry Wing Attack over fly? Or Aerial Ace over fly? Maybe you should. Now I'm intimidated. This probably could have Ice Punch. Let's go to Dial Up. If it's Ice Punch, then we're good. Pursuits me, that's good because I'm switching out with the intent of fighting it with somebody else anyway. Really, my dude. We Psychic here. And now we Slack Off. And now we Psychic. Out fucking blade! Okay, we made a huge mistake there that could have killed Dragonite maybe. But we didn't get punished, so... We had a 5% chance to fuck ourselves by clicking the fly button without thinking first. So let's not do that again. Alright, we're going to lead Mime here again. If it's the Umbreon, we'll assume it's got evasion bullshit again. If it's something else, which it probably almost certainly is something else, we'll have to evaluate based on our lead whether or not we think we should taunt. This is going to be an interesting fight. Because so much of how we beat Karen depended upon the fact that we had scouted her in our previous attempts, essentially, right? We knew what kind of lead we needed. Okay, I'm 100% just taunting this. Growth! What the fuck? That was not the setup move I expected, but it works. Okay, 2-shot. It Shadow Balls me. I take that pretty easily. It does heal. Does not die. We don't die. We get Citrus Berry and we kill it. Persian? Is this just a case of, like, highest damage? Maybe it's got a steel move. Persian. Night Slash, Fake Out. Let's look at the moveset. Let's play this smart. Let's not rush it. Even though I rush a lot of things. Persian in this game. Fake Out, Shadow Claw. Oh, it's Shadow Claw. Right, because we're still weak to Ghost. Yes. I don't have a resist for that. I can go to Mira and I can Brick Break this. What are my other options here? But not many. I think this is just a Mira switch. Let's save Omelet for a Dark type. Let's go Mira. This could have Icy Wind. Oh, it's got Iron Tail. Genuinely shocking. Alright, I'm gonna Brick Break. Ooh, Hypnosis. It outspeeds me and has Hypnosis. and it just fucking dies. We are Lumberry. So that was actually fine. Oh, Weavile. Okay, so if I am faster, I just win. But I'm not confident of that. And if I'm not faster, I just lose. What is my play for a Weavile, actually, though? Violent kills it, but can I bring Violet in already damaged? 107 speed F on you. But this shit is probably physical, right? I go dialed up on an ice move, and then I just click surf? See if I kill it? I don't know what else, what other good options I have for this. I am pretty vulnerable to ice. I was kind of just very much on the mindset of ice isn't going to be here, but like, yeah, Weavile's a thing that exists. Okay, it is going special. Do we think it's a special Weavile? I'm just going to surf. No, faint attack. Is this Technician ever? Oh, that's nothing. So that's also nothing? I am dead to crit. Okay, let's do some mental math. Speed 187. No, speed doesn't matter. Speed is whatever. Let's think about this. 156 special. Starmie is 161. So Thunderbolt versus Surf on this is like kind of the same. Well, no, because Surf is stab on this guy. You're carrying a Sea Incense though, so I think okay, we kill this with Surf on Starmie. If we outspeed. Do we think we ever die to a dark move from this? Maybe not. This is switch Mira on Feint Attack, baiting an ice move, going to Rigel and clicking Surf, I believe. Okay. Blizzard incoming, we go to Rigel. And now we kill with Stab, boosted Surf. Nice. Whew. Let's go. Honchkrow. This definitely kills me. I outspeed this. This is pretty frail. T-Bolt probably kills this. Sucker Punch doesn't exist in Gen 3, right? Dark Pulse, Knockoff, Bite. I mean, this has some pretty good moveset. I really think I just kill this. I believe. I believe in my boy Starmie. Okay, so it didn't see the kill? So it did, like, fucking Razor Wind or something? Crazy. I believed in my boy Starmie and I was wrong. Do I switch on the Houndoom? Or do I believe in Starmie once more? No, we just switch. This is like Spike for Earthquake. Spike just kills this. I think I made this mistake before, right? Thinking I easily outspeed Houndoom and I don't. Because that's why I swung. I was like, I easily outspeed this. But I don't. I could have died. Well, you know what? Never punished, I guess. Yeah, 144 speed, like a 9 IV ain't great, but like that's gotta be close. Well, maybe not. Actually, yeah, looking at these speed stats. I'm curious, what is Houndoom's base speed? How close is this? Houndoom base speed is 95. Liscore is probably one of those Pokemon I always think is faster than it is. Yeah, I always think is faster than it actually is. No, they're the same base speed, 95, 95. So this is probably literally down to my low IV because they're probably perfect IV. So it's probably just a few points higher than me. Um, this was his last mon, right? Time for Omelet? Ow! Just kill it, Omelet. That's what I want from my boy Omelet. Okay. We're deathless through Karen. We're on to Lance. That's very nice to see. The whole team has pulled their weight, too. We've, like, used everybody here. We've had some real, like, proper brawls and shit. This is great. Well, obviously the big thing going into Lance is Ice Beam. Which we get on Dial-Up. Over Surf. I could surf Aerodactyls. I could surf Charizards. No, Ice Beam over Psychic. Yeah. And then on Rigel... Same logic, right? I can T-Bolt the Gyarados if he's got a Gyarados still. Psychic doesn't help me against anything he typically has. Yeah. Mira can just Dragon Claw. We can just keep Brick Break. That's fine. We should put Flyback on her, actually. Should we? Yes. Brick Break's not going to be that useful here, I don't think. T-Punch is another Gyarados option, so I don't hate that. Okay, let me get my healing and stuff done and items moved around. This is going to be Starmie's last stand in the sense that I'm bleeding Starmie and probably just going to run it straight into the ground. You know, we don't have much game left. Literally one more trainer fight after the champ, which is Red. I don't see any reason to risk switching on this fight at all. Yeah. The worst thing we can do is lose the run because we've, you know, switched too much. We tried to save Pokemon that don't matter. Salamence lead. 07's to Salamence. Charizard. What item am I carrying on this? Oh, it's Never Melt. Yeah. This is just Surf. I think we kill this. Nope. But he's greedy. He greeted. Ice Beam. Oh my god. Starmie. Holy shit. Surf should always be better. Stab is more than what? This is insane! Bro, what the fuck? Okay, that's Lance, everybody. Thanks for coming. Starmie, what the fuck? Holy shit, the Starmie is broken. That's a no damage Lance. Blind, Calculus, no damage Lance. The only move he got off the entire fight was Swords Dance? Holy shit. Alright, well, I'll see you at Red. Here he is, Red. The summit of Mount Silver. We are leading Gliscor for presumably a Pikachu lead, which he usually has. I'm assuming his team isn't changing too much because it's very iconically tied to the character, but it could be. So I planned for a Blastoise counter, a Venusaur counter, a Charizard counter, a Snorlax counter, and then kind of a catch-all. He probably has an Espeon or a Lapras, because those are what he has in Gen 2 and Gen 4. He could have a Machamp because that's what he has in Let's Go. So those seem like the three most likely one. If it follows Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver, it'll be Espeon, and we should have a Dark type here instead of Violent, but Violent is a special defense tank and can beat an Espeon, so I think that's fine. Actually should check my movesets. Coming off of the Elite Four, it's worth thinking about. That seems fine. That seems good. Seems good. Sure. T-Bolt. Maybe, yeah. Okay, here's what we should do. This should be Shadow Ball. On Violent. Over T-Bolt. Alright. The final fight of the entire run. Pokemon Trainer Red. It is a Pikachu. Level 93. Our level cap is 77 because it's based off his low Pokemon. It is hailing, but that is always true here, right? Okay, he has double team. That's awful, but he dies like a bitch. All right. First hurdle's done because it's a double team Pikachu lead, which is bullshit. All right, Blastoise. We could have considered the hail and brought an ice type deliberately to take advantage of that. But, didn't think about it, and honestly, none of our ice types are that impressive. We take it. Easy. Okay, we look at hail damage, and I click a fat Thunderbolt. You bitch! You carry Earthquake, you cheating bitch! This probably doesn't die, either. Do we think Ice Beam kills here? No, I don't think Ice Beam kills. I think we go Gliscor. I think Gliscor can take the kill. Flashbang's definitely dead if I keep it here. I could go Snickers. Arrow's not as dead. Then no, because this doesn't have good coverage options for Charizard. It definitely has a Zard if he's got a Blastoise. Fuck you, dude. Apparently the Hydro Pump kills. I mean, that's stab Hydro Pump. I'm not shocked Hydro Pump would deal 66 to Flashbang. Bad luck. Bad luck that he picked it out of all the moves. Bad luck that it hit. Let's think about this for a second. If I go here, I can hit Earthquake. If I go here, I could hit Brick Break. That's okay. That's a pretty substantial difference in base power. I can Bullet Seed, actually. Yeah, let's go Khepri. And let's just Bullet Seed. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, it's an Espeon. This is a Psychic move. I probably can't stay in on this. I think we sack Flashbang. I hate to say it, but as much as I'm very fond of Flashbang and I don't want to see him die, it's the last fight. This is objectively the correct play. I think saving Flashbang for the switch to Gliscor was worth trying, because that kept us this option of having another switch later. I guess if we would have just sacked there, then we'd have Spike up, and we could sack Spike here. It's kind of the net same. I don't know. Maybe switching was a mistake. Maybe I should have just initially sacked Lantern altogether. Because maybe I could have tried to kill this with Gliscor and it might have worked. He's faster. That's not surprising. We take it. We're pretty sturdy on Special Bulk. And he is not, at least not with the crit. Okay, Mr. Mime maybe saving the run? Probably not. We got other options. I mean, we are down 2. That was 2 dead to 2 dead, actually. If I outspeed this, I can get some chip damage on this, and maybe I can kill this more consistently on Arrow. Like, if I... Man, I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to hit Crunch on that. I think I have to swing. We're expecting a Snorlax in the back. We expect Snorlax and Venusaur, which are easily beaten by Khepri and Benedict. Do I have a play here on Violent that could keep him alive? I mean, the play on Violent that keeps him alive is just killing this. He's faster. Unexpected? We're actually, like, super cooked if we don't kill this. It's actually really bad for us. Holy shit. We actually missed the first Rock Slide. Holy shit. So, we had what? 2 two 10% chances to lose, essentially. Well, like, the first miss... Yeah, so it would be 10% of 10%. We had like a 1% chance to lose, modulated by the crit chance of Steel Wing. I have to sack to this, I think. I could click Rock Slide. I could fly for chip damage. Rock Slide flinch versus fly for 2 ticks of hail. Or, well, plus 1 tick of hail. Or crunch for defense drop? That's probably the highest, like, gain. Because we don't run the risk of missing again. What is the odds of crunch dropping? 20%. We crunch here. I don't think it matters. Oh, that's interesting. That's dangerous. What do we do? Do I go to Capri now? I think I have to go to Capri now. Oh, the para, that might be the run. Fuck. We might lose. I think we might lose. I have to Earthquake. We died a Body Slam. Yeah, switching to Kepri was a mistake. Because I should have considered the fact that Curse increases attack, almost assuredly giving him a kill on Snickers. I should have assumed that this was a hit coming in, that he would never Curse there, and I should have swung. That's my mistake. I blew it. Sleep. Psychic. He wakes up. He's +2. I should have paid more attention to the damage from Psychic. I don't know if this is it matters a lot if Psychic kills here. I don't think he kills me anyway. Holy shit. I can be sleep powdered in this game. I didn't think about that. I just need to wake up and kill him? Come on, dude, wake up. I need you to wake up. I need you to wake up, though. Holy shit! That was hairy, dude. I fully predicted his team, and I still nearly lost. I nearly paid the full price there, still. The Heracross switch was so bad. It was so bad. The thing is, it wouldn't have mattered if he didn't paralyze. I would have been fine if he didn't paralyze. But I never should have switched. That was just a fuck up. That was just a bad logic. I was worried about him setting up more, and I wasn't thinking about the fact that, like, yeah, I'm at 60 HP and he's +1 attack. He obviously kills me. I'm an Aerodactyl. Even if I resist all his moves, he kills me at that point, probably. Okay. Pokemon Heart and Soul completed. Excellent ROM hack. There's a great enhancement on a great vanilla plus type ROM hack, right? Having the Heart Gold Soul Silver experience rebuilt in the Gen 3 engine with a bunch of quality of life things and like vastly improved level curve and encounter tables. Like 2 thumbs up. Great. Excellent. If I have any complaints, a little too much dependence on like double team hacks, which is somewhat understandable given that it's Gen 3. Like it's very Gen 3 centric. Like they only added a few moves to the game overall. So there's only so many options for how they can add any difficulty to the teams and how they can design teams. But even with that being said, I think double team showed up twice as often as it should in this game. Just because it's kind of an annoying thing. Other than that, I don't know, yeah. Not too many other complaints. I guess the game is a little solvable, but like Johto, like the full Johto Kanto side of things gives you so many encounters. I feel like it's almost impossible to not make the game solvable, like in terms of encounter routing, because unless you're doing like every Pokemon up through Gen 8 or some shit, right? If you're keeping a thematically restricted Pokedex like this, I think there's just a limit to how much you can push it. So it ends up being this way, where you can route into some very powerful encounters. Fairy type is completely broken in Johto, but that's not a problem. Like Fairy type is broken in general, and Fairy type is particularly broken in Johto because of the construction of the Elite Four. And if one of your design goals is to include Fairy type in Johto, there's no way to get away from that beyond like coverage moves. And again, that's where the limited movesets come in. There's not as much option maybe to counter Fairy types. I think if anything, they should have maybe given like Lance and maybe Karen as well some sort of dedicated Fairy type counter. Well, I guess they might have, right? Because like didn't Karen have like Vileplume? Well, she gets Vileplume normally, but like, yeah. My point is, Fairy types do way too much work in this game, and so short of just directly nerfing Fairy type, having more options to counter it is probably the thing to do. Yeah, okay, so here's what it was, right? Karen had a Vileplume, but it didn't carry Sludge Bomb. This Vileplume 100% should have Sludge Bomb. It's Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, Leech Seed substitute. This should be Sleep Powder, Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed substitute. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Houndoom does have Iron Tail as a fairy counter. That is pretty effective. But there should be more than one fairy counter on this team. And then like Lance was Gyarados, Dragonite, Charizard, Dragonite, Aerodactyl, Dragonite. And he carried nothing. Steel Wing on Charizard. Yeah, he had just Steel Wing on Charizard to counter that. That's not enough. Give Lance like a Crobat. It's a thing with wings. It's close enough to a dragon. It's fine. Cut the third Dragonite. Give him a Crobat. Or just honestly put like Steel Wing or Iron Tail in Dragonite's learn set and let him have it as a balancing factor. But these are all nitpicks. Overall, yeah, great ROM hack. That'll be it for Heart and Soul. Yeah, see you in the next ROM hack, whenever that may be.